Hey, I'm Eric O'Keefe, and I'm with Nicolette Street, and she's an awesome client and member over at the Fitness Expert. She's here today, share her story, results, and just kind of what the gym is like for her and what it's done for her life. So, Nicolette, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it.
Pleasure.
And what I want to do is I kind of want to do a little bit of a backstory. I want to find out kind of where you were before you started going here and kind of like what triggers you to end up going to the Fitness Experts.
I used to exercise absolutely loads, had an accident a number of years ago and sort of still carried on with gym membership, having every good intention of going to the gym, but basically I just wasn't motivated at all to go in the end. And it was a normal gym. I just, in the end, last year, I decided that enough was enough. And someone had mentioned the 10-day trial that you could do at the Fitness Expert, and a friend of mine actually joined up there. And sort of they told us to go along and have a go, and sort of joined up for the 10 days. And it was just much more motivating, much more enthusiastic. Everyone was sort of, pushing each other to get involved, and it just felt much more like a family and sort of, well, just motivating basically, which has made me change from a normal gym to the Fitness Experts.
Okay, and tell me, was there something at that point that just made you, at that moment, kind of flip? Like, because I know we talked earlier, there was another facility, maybe you were at another facility, or something that changed your mind?
Yeah, it's with me. I need motivation, and I think it's nice to be doing it with a group of people that all have the same goal in mind.
Hmm.
And as I said, I used to do loads and loads of exercise, and sort of the older I got, the less I wanted to sort of trudge out of bed. But this way, sort of another good motivating thing is you sign up for the class, and which means you're going to go to it. Again,
Hmm.
like taking a trainer on. I've booked with one of the trainers for 6 months, which has motivated me to go along. It's made me much more aware as well of my eating. It's made me much more aware of everything that I want to do. And sort of has helped me really to decide what my goals are going to be, whether sort of they're in short term or long term.
And were you getting any of that at the other place? And were you like feeling or seeing any of those
No,
results? Yeah.
no, not at all. Not in the last couple of years. I mean, last year I had the gym membership for a whole year, and I used it once, which is really shocking and the most expensive gym session I've probably ever done. But yeah, no, this way, as well, it's a completely different kind of thing where you don't go and there's hundreds of machines there, and you sit there and sit away on a treadmill or sit there on a rower and sort of don't go anywhere fast. This way, because it's such short exercises, and sort of you've got someone motivating you and moving you on to the next place and everything. You just the session goes much quicker. You burn just as many calories, and it's much more enjoyable. Basically, it
So
doesn't
so
boring
it's
at any point.
so it's different than pretty much from anything else you've tried or you've seen anywhere else.
Very different, very different. Much more fun. It feels like fun rather than a lot of people when they're going to the gym necessarily nowadays say, you better go to the gym to lose some weight. This way, you actually don't feel about losing the weight. You feel like you're actually having fun when you're doing it. So, and obviously the endorphins that you get from doing exercise, by the time you're going to leave there anyway, you're going to feel great anyhow. So.
And tell me what it was like in the experience, because someone may watch this and you're talking about the great results, but they may be nervous to go into the gym. So tell me what it was like maybe going in the first day when you walked in and what the trainers and the people were kind of like as you were walking in the door.
Well, they're lovely, and obviously, when you go there, you can sign up for a 10-day free trial or something. Was when I signed up, they were
Hmm.
doing that one. You wrote your name on a little book. When you actually arrive in, obviously, that meant that they knew that someone new was going into the class. They'd ask you sort of put your hand up, and they introduce themselves and go through
Hmm.
every single exercise. So not to worry you, and pay a little bit more attention to you on the day as well to make sure you're doing the exercises right. And there's literally every shape and size. Males, females, absolutely everything,
Hmm.
and everyone goes to it, and no one judges anyone. Everyone just enjoys it and gets on with it. And because you're doing little different stations as well, you're sort of quite often partnered up with one other person or something. It doesn't feel like you're in a room with loads of people watching you. You're much more concerned about what each person's concerned about, what they're doing or what their partner's doing, or working together basically. It's a team effort always.
So it's comfortable.
Yeah, very very comfortable. and
Okay.
and and I mean, the word that comes to me every time is fun.
Hmm.
It's fun. So, and
Okay.
it's nice to make exercise fun and getting healthy fun.
Now, you mentioned earlier, you talked about kind of a community. So do
Hmm.
the people there, right, it's fun, but do the people there, are they there for you and support, and do they make you feel good along the way also?
Very much so, and it's nice when you leave the class or when you leave the trainer. They very much sort of encourage you, see you soon and everything. And again, you get emails through from the fitness experts every week telling you exactly what's going on, what their goals are, what everyone's looking to do. And they've got little sort of competitions running as
Hmm.
well, so you can get your friends to join and get your friends involved with it as well. It is a little community, and
Hmm.
and it's at the end of the class. I would say that at never at any point do you not have a chat with someone and talk to someone and sort of, discuss the class you've just had, whether you enjoyed that one or not.
Yeah.
So I said the classes, every single class is always different very much. And with Ross as well, my trainer,
Hmm.
every session's very different. So you never ever get bored at any point in time.
So it's like a family.
Yep,
Yeah.
very much so.
Okay, now let's talk about the fun stuff. So you've been going there. You're obviously really enjoying it. It's a family community. It's fun for you. What types of results have you seen from going there?
I've lost a little weight. So as I said, I've sort of started a number of months ago, which is great. I still have a bit of obviously food is a very important thing as well. I've got to conquer my love for food a little bit more. I've got a lot fitter. My heart rate, doesn't rush up as it used to do. I'm feeling a lot healthier, very much so, and I'm feeling much happier in all my clothes, which is the important thing. And obviously, it's not all about losing weight; it's about
Hmm.
sort of building muscle and feeling good in yourself and feeling fit in yourself. And that's definitely started to happen very much so. So.
How's has it affected energy levels or sleep patterns, anything like that?
I have been sleeping better. I actually bought myself a sort of sleep tracker to have a look at it and see where the sort of the sleep patterns are going.
Hmm.
I definitely get to sleep much faster, yeah. And well, energy wise, I'm sort of you feel a bit knackered after the session, but again, as like I said, you've got all the endorphins running through
Yeah.
you. You're enthusiastic. You have all the positive things when you leave a gym. So, but definitely mentally, it's sort of very motivating, very stimulating for you. So.
So obviously you've gotten a lot of results. You're having a lot of fun. Would you go as far to say, because the other place wasn't doing it for you, the other places you tried, or would you go as far to say that this has changed your life?
Yeah, I would never go back to a normal gym ever again. This is the type of gym I would always go to now. So it's there's no comparison between the two.
Mm.
A normal gym, I know you can sort of you do the membership, you can join up, and then you work your way around all the fitness equipment and everything. But this way is completely different. Again, as well, you sort of do the cores, you do the arms, you do the legs, you do sort of all the core muscles, all the sort of all the main things, but at the same time you're working cardio, so you don't need to sit on a rower or stand on the running machine
Hmm.
or the step machine for absolutely hours because you're blocking it into 45 minutes to work do just as good a workout as you would do in an hour and a half in a normal gym. So I
Right.
think it's a no-brainer, really.
Okay. Now let's say somebody sees this, they're thinking about joining the gym. They hear your story, they think it's a great story, but they're still on the fence. What would you want to say to that person who's on the fence?
Have a go. I mean, definitely. Again, if you can trial it for 10 days, you've got nothing to lose. You're either, I would say 99% you're going to absolutely love it. If it's the 1% you don't, well, you've got to take a chance, haven't you,
Right.
and have a go because you can only get fitter and feel better within yourself for doing it. So
Right.
definitely, in order to feel more motivated and enjoy life more, you've got to be fit nowadays. So
Hmm. Okay,
it's
and then we're going to switch gears. Just the last few questions I want to talk about. I know you have a trainer, and
yeah.
he's been there. You've been working with him, so I want to talk about. Obviously, he's there. He's gotten you good results, but I want you to tell me what type of person he is and what the other trainers are like as people.
They're very, very patient, very motivating, and sort of become more of a friend, sort of, enthusiastic and, sort of, again, if you've got any other things going on, 100% they say, well, obviously stress is a factor within it. We're not going to push you too much this week, or we're going to really drive you
Hmm.
this way. And obviously, we're going to make sure that your food and your nutrition goes the right way as well in order to make sure and ask you the minute you start what goals you've got and where you want to get to and what you want to be doing by a certain date so that they
Hmm.
know how far you want to go. So it's very much driven by yourself, but they push you definitely. And Ross very much, he's a driven, motivated bloke, really, and great fun to train with.
Do they come off that they really care about you?
Definitely, yeah, very much so.
Okay.
So he I mean Lauren as well has Ross, and she's being, I mean, she's younger than myself and stronger than myself at the moment. Hopefully, I'll get there. But you know, he treats they treat each person that they train as an individual and very much set the goal to each individual. So you're
Mm.
not going to. It's not a bulk standard. Okay, I'm going to start training you. This is what you're doing. It's very much at the person's pace. You know, pushing the person to the point where they can actually manage and get on with things.
Okay. And then the last question is obviously Russ has done a lot for you. Okay, he's changed you, making you have a lot of fun. If you were never going to see him again, okay, and you could never call him, text him, email, this is the last time that you could ever talk to him. What would you want to say?
Mm, thanks for making exercise fun again, and for giving me the motivation to get fit and get healthy for life again.
Awesome. Well, Nicolette, I appreciate you taking the time to come out, share your story, share your results. It's been
My
awesome to
pleasure.
hear about it, and I wish you the best of luck with everything in the future.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.